The fight we're about to watch took place on November 22, 1986 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Young and promising heavyweight star 20-year-old Mike Tyson, who had already made his professional debut just over a year and a half ago, is stepping into the ring today to fight for the World Championship title. At that time, Tyson had 27 wins, 25 of them by knockout, 15 of them in the first round and no losses. An impressive list that should make Tyson be taken seriously as an opponent. The fight was for the WBC title, which was held by 32-year-old Trevor Berbick. For Berbick, this will be his first title defense after winning the title in March 1986. In the boxing world, Berbick became famous 5 years earlier when he became Muhammad Ali's last opponent. The greatest Muhammad Ali was present in the hall that evening. Before the fight, Muhammad told Tyson, "Kick his ass for me." In addition to Ali, such legends as Archie Moore, Tommy Hearns, and two future opponents of Tyson, Larry Holmes and Michael Spinks, were present in the hall that day. All 8,800 tickets for the fight were sold. Tyson's fee was $1.5 million, and Berbick received $2 million. Tyson wasn't worried about the fact that he was fighting the current champion, and from the first seconds of the fight, he indicated his intentions. Tyson easily evaded Berbick's punches and hit his opponent hard in counterattacks. It seemed that every punch Tyson threw hit his target, unlike Berbick's punches. Berbick announced before the fight that he would knock his opponent out in the 7th round. However, Tyson had different plans that night. He was going to knock out Berbick much earlier and go home with the championship belt. Trevor made Tyson's task much easier. Instead of moving around the ring and trying not to allow a dangerous opponent to himself, he stood in front of Tyson trying to prove to everyone that he could fight him on opposing blows. But no one in the world could fight on opposing blows with Mike Tyson in 1986. And soon Trevor, his team, and everyone who watched this fight that evening realized this. In the first round, Tyson hit a series of punches, finishing with a left uppercut which shook the reigning champion. He almost collapsed on the canvas. Tyson didn't rush to finish off his opponent. Instead, he acted in a style called controlled aggression. Berbick was in a dangerous position, but the bell rang just in time for him to go back to his corner. Before heading back to his corner, Berbick showed his tongue to Tyson, which was a strange move considering that Trevor completely lost the first round, while Tyson could do whatever he wanted with his opponent. In the corner, there was a real panic among Trevor and his team. I want to note that the legendary Angelo Dundee prepared him for this fight. If Trevor didn't understand what was happening, the experienced Dundee understood perfectly where this fight was going. In Tyson's corner, it was calm, and Kevin Rooney was in his corner. He told Mike what he needed to do. In the first seconds of the second round, Tyson landed a powerful blow to his opponent's head, and moments later, Trevor couldn't defend himself from a series of Tyson's punches, and he ended up on the canvas. But he got up trying to show that he was fine. However, Trevor was clearly not okay. He couldn't recover from the punches he had taken. Tyson didn't rush to finish him off. He attacked only when he was sure. Half a minute before the end of the second round, Trevor missed a right-handed punch and then landed a left hook that didn't seem heavy, but it was fatal for Trevor, and he hit the canvas again. What happened to Berbick after that hook looked quite sad. Despite the heavy concussion, Trevor managed to stand up before the referee could count to 10. But famed referee Mills Lane decided to protect the fighter's health. He stopped the fight. The former champion could barely stand on his feet, and Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in history. The great coach Cus D'Amato once told Tyson, "Mike, you'll become the youngest world champion in the history of the heavyweight division." These words were prophetic for Mike, but unfortunately, Cus didn't live to see his students triumph. He died exactly a year before the fight finished, and as Tyson's manager Jim Jacobs ran towards him to congratulate him, the first words Mike said were, "Do you think Cus would like this moment?" On that day, at the age of 20 years, 4 months, and 22 days, Michael Gerald Tyson became the youngest world champion in the history of the heavyweight division, surpassing Floyd Patterson's record of 21 years and 11 months. After this fight, a new era began in the super heavyweight division, the era of Mike Tyson, which would become one of the brightest in the history of boxing.